Hi, I'm Robin Benzie. Welcome to Chow Time. For a good part of my life, I have disliked okra immensely. The slimy vegetable. The vegetable that has this slime inside of it. It just always really turned me off. So, a number of years ago, some friends from Chicago invited us in for a visit. And David loves to cook. So he was going to make us dinner that night. And so I said, "What's on the menu?" He was making some sort of Thai chicken. And then he said, "I'm making okra." Well, immediately my face fell. I was like, he said, "What? You don't like okra?" I said, "No. I eat just about everything. Okra I find disgusting." He said, "Let me make my okra recipe for you. Give it a chance." Well, guess what? It was delicious. I was completely conformed. Suddenly, okra became a wonderful vegetable to eat. And so I'm going to make a version of David's okra. I have a large skillet and boiling water. This is 1.5 pounds of okra. Now, what I did was I trimmed the stem off of each one of these. So, I'm going to blanch them in this boiling water for about 8 minutes. Okra, by the way, was first discovered around the 12th century in Ethiopia. It's actually a tropical herb that grows on a very tall plant. And these are the seed pods to that. And actually, way back then, they would take the seeds from the okra and make tea out of it. And then it made its way through Asia and Europe and the Caribbean, being tropical. And the French brought it to New Orleans, and the French word for okra is gumbo, which you've heard of gumbo from New Orleans, always packed with okra. And that slime that I spoke about was used as a thickener for that famous stew. And so I'm cooking a little bit of that slime out right now because I'm doing it a little bit different way. Now I'm going to bring this over to the sink and drain that water off of it. And that will drain a lot of the sliminess from the okra right off. Come back here. I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil on there. About 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to add 2 jalapeno peppers that I've finely diced. Let that kind of fry up a little bit. Ooh, I can smell those jalapenos. After a minute or two on high heat, I have 4 cloves of minced garlic. And stir that in. Let that cook for just a minute. And then 3 more things to go. A teaspoon of salt. A heaping tablespoon of brown mustard. And I have 2 medium tomatoes that I want to add last. And just cook that up just for a few minutes more. It's been about 4 minutes, and I think it's ready. Here we go. This is so good. And I can tell you, I never thought in a million years I would ever reach the point where I would say, I love okra.